Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today, and I'm excited to be here with you to get into my weekly check-in. I have 4 categories I check in every week with the weekly check-in, and I also check in with some other categories to find out how much I owe on my credit card, because all spending goes on the credit card, and a handful of bills. So here we are with the weekly check-in. I'm doing check-in for week 4 with the grocery household, restaurants, miscellaneous, and any unbudgeted. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Love to hear from you in the comment section below. And if you are one of my regular subscribers and you come to my channel frequently, welcome. I'm so excited to hear from you again. So let's go ahead and get started. Now my weekly check-in is mapped out here on this calendar. I have 2 calendars. One has the bills and one has the spending. And this is actually one giant sticker sheet with Sara Marie stickers and Planner Kate sticker sheet for the calendar. And it fits perfectly here in my 7x9 monthly planner. I love it, by Erin Condren. So we are checking in with all the spending that happened this week, and I already have everything written down like I normally do, and we're just going to put check marks of where everything is. I will admit, if you notice some ghosting, it's because I've already done this video once and realized I didn't have all my transactions on here and my numbers were wrong. So I'm filming it again to make sure you guys have the most accurate information. So I always start off with grocery household. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. Hopefully it keeps things clear. But grocery household over here is this first Amazon purchase. The first half of the 17th was a no spend day, and then late in the evening I did have a couple of transactions. I didn't know when we were going to do them or what, if we were going to wait or not, but I went ahead and did it on the 17th, even though that was last week. Before my check-in starts, because typically my check-in is a Friday through a Thursday, but I had a couple extra that night. Amazon grocery household, $7.83. $50 of this was a gift card that I got from Fetch Rewards, and so I almost didn't have to pay anything. It was kind of nice. I bought the packets for liquid IV powder drinks and stuff. My husband uses that at work, and he drinks one of those once a day. It's definitely helped ease his migraines, to having the extra hydration, or he has less migraines, I should say, and less headaches with it. So I do like that product. So I always get enough for an entire month, which is $24 per packet, 16 in a package. So, you know, it lasts him for the entire month, and that's good. Meijer for $123.02. Had to get some groceries, some drinks prepared for my husband's food for work. He has no access to restaurants or going out to eat or anything where he works. He has to take all his meals in, so he takes breakfast and lunch. So that's what we were doing there, and getting the week prepared for that. And then over here, let's slide this over. I have $98.59. So I did a Walmart grocery pickup, and that consisted of what I had planned for the week for meats and side items and things like that to go for our evening meals, dinners and stuff, and whatever my sons wanted for their evening meals. And anything I didn't have in my Walmart pickup, I stopped at Meijer's and picked up $23.24 in groceries, and I'm not checking these off. I really should. So there was that, and then the next day I needed a few more items, and $42.50. So I have spent a lot in groceries, and inflation has hit the grocery pocketbook down pretty hard. So it's not that I'm not in control of our spending. It's just where I was shopping, which is typically Meijer, and it may be Walmart from now on, because Walmart seems to be a little bit cheaper. Not by much, but a little bit. It's just so much. I mean, I just can't believe how much money we're spending on groceries now compared to what I used to spend. I remember I can go twice a month for $600 for 4 people. Now the inflation is just so much more. I just can't believe it. So let's go ahead and total these up here with grocery household. I wish I had some tips and tricks on how to keep it under budget. I just think it takes a lot of strategy and effort on the individual's part to make the time to do that. And that is the best tip I can give as far as groceries and household, where to save money and how to do it wisely. Is you've got to shop those stores, and you got to shop and look at and you can do it easily from home with the apps. You can fill the grocery carts and see which one is cheaper, or if you want to go to multiple places and just do pickups that way, that might be a good suggestion, but it's just a lot of work and I hate doing it. I really don't. I really don't like doing it. So let me total this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so that was $295.18. Yeah, I'm definitely in the red when it comes to grocery household. That's not good, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out. I have 2 restaurants. We did good this week, $33.89 and Madison, which is Papa John's, and then Madison Garden, $57.48. Both these included a tip, either for delivery or at the restaurant. So, which definitely eats into a budget. And I'm trying to go only once a week with my husband, and then once a week for my sons, and then that's it. So we're trying to, and this week we did pretty good. So we have $33.89 and $57.48. And I still, when we go out, I want to make sure I'm giving accordingly as far as tips. I like to give abundantly there because they have either children or, utilities and rent and all these things they have to pay for too, and just to survive. And they can't survive on tips. I mean, I remember doing it growing up, and I'm like, I don't know how they do it now. That is just horrible. So that is that for restaurants. And then miscellaneous, I only had 2 items here. I did really good. I was very proud of us for not needing a whole lot right now. $22.95 or $65, and that was Amazon. My son needed pajama shorts, and I got a pack of 2, and they were really nice quality, so I went ahead and got those. And then cane pole. My husband only wanted 1 cup of worms. I don't know. I think they come in a dozen. And the clerk thought he said 2 cups, and he had already rung it up. And my husband's like, you know what, we'll get 2 cups and see how the fishing goes that day. And they went fishing and had a lot of fun. They actually ended up using all the worms because something down there was eating them and was hungry, but they weren't biting the hook. So it's just like, okay, they were just eating the worms all around that hook. And that was $30.65. Not too bad for miscellaneous. And then I have 2 copays, $9.09 for one of my sons at Walgreens, and then one for me at Meijer, $154 for one of my prescriptions. And then, gas, we had $42.63. My husband filled up his gas tank. And I think that is everything. So I do have one unbudgeted item, but I had already paid for it with savings. I had a category that's vacation fund, but slash like home projects. And there was a tool that my husband wanted. He wanted an edger. And so we went to Lowe's, and he used his veterans discount, 10% off, which basically saves in tax for the most part. And then $123.07 was that. But I've already paid it out of that savings. So everything else on here actually affects the checking account, not the savings. And I just wanted to make a note of it that was the only unbudgeted we had, but it didn't affect the checking account. So there's that. And then I'll get to the bills last. I just want to finish the weekly check-in for those of you who come here for the weekly check-in. Let's go back to this page. I don't know if I said before, I'd already filmed this once and I forgot a transaction and it was a major one, and yeah, so we're in a little sticky situation. So let's go ahead and get everything on camera view, and we're going to move the numbers over. Grocery household, $295.18. Restaurants was $91.37. And then miscellaneous, $30.65. And I'm going to put 0 from budget because I'm not paying with the checking account or the buffer of the checking account for this item. It's already been paid out of savings, so on the credit card, so that's not a problem. So now I'm going to move this for just a second. We're going to bring the the calculator in, and we are going to find out how far over budget we are. Grocery household, I only had $137.23 budget planned in the budget for the week, and I knew I was going to go over budget, so it's just going to sit on the credit card till paycheck 3, and I'll make sure it's all paid off on that. But we're going to see how negative we went. So that's $295.18, and we were over quite a bit, $157.95. I think I'm going to go back to, I dropped the grocery household combo down to $1,500. I'm going to have to go back up to $1,600 for the month, for an entire month. So we'll see how that works in September. It's just, the inflation is so bad, and I'm really learning to pay attention to how I'm spending and what my mood is and things like that. I have to track that somewhere else though. $70.56 minus the $91.37 I spent. I have a negative $20.81 here. And then because I didn't spend hardly in miscellaneous like I thought I would, $213.93 minus the $30.65 that I did spend, left $183.28. Again, that is 0 for unbudgeted, so we're good there. Don't have to worry about that category. So I do have a surplus, not enough to cover everything that's over, but the buffer of the checking account can handle that, and especially once paycheck 3 happens, which is the next video I will be uploading on Saturday. I don't know the date though. Let's see. Saturday the 26th, because my husband gets paid on the 25th, and yeah, that is when the weekly check-in goes up, and then this will be the paycheck budget. And I'm going to go negative here after the weekly check-in for my paycheck budget, and that is where it's going to get paid. The credit card's going to get paid. So I'm just going to allow everything to go negative and pay it during that time period. So let's go ahead and figure out what the budget is for the last 7 days of August here. I can't believe we're at the end of August already. School's already in session. Kids are back to school. Buses are running. There's, football and all the sports activities and things. It's so weird not to have a kid in school. It really, really is. And this is our first year that we're not like in the middle of a move or anything like that, where my sons aren't in school and they're adults. And I'm like, I feel lost. I feel so lost right now. So typically I budgeted $300 for every week, and $157.95 over. So I only have for myself $142.05. It will be a miracle if I can keep it within that range. We will see. I might be a little bit over, but that's okay. I'll make it work. $100 per week is what I had planned, but I'm over by $20.81. And that is $79.19 is what I have. I might be able to keep it within that range. I'm not sure. I've talked to my husband about that one, but we might go a little over here as well. Miscellaneous, basically whatever's left over in the weekly check-in and it's not spent goes right back into the buffer of the checking account, and then if I need it for other things, I will pay those other things. So I have 183.28 plus the 100 I have planned, and that gives us 283, which can easily pay for did I do that right? 100 plus 183.28. Okay. 28. Okay, so all that's taken care of is 283.28 is what I have for miscellaneous. Again, that could cover the budgeted that I had here, like Sarah Marie stickers or 511, and then the buffer, the checking account, can take care of the rest. So that is a good sign there. Or if I need, we'll see at the closeout budget for the end of the month. I will probably get that up on the 31st, but not sure. Depends on how busy my days are going. And if not, at least a couple days after the 1st, I will have this video up for the closeout for the entire month. So this is my weekly check-in, and I am so glad I did this because I really need to refocus my mind on what I really need to, when it comes to shopping and spending and groceries, and just really make sure I am doing my very best to keep as much of our money as possible and not spend too frivolously. I haven't been in that mindset in a long time, so I'm trying to get back into it while we still are in a season of abundance, which I know will be coming to an end in a few years. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep that on track. So let's go ahead and find out how much I owe the credit card, because everything goes on the credit card, all the spending, all the transactions, and I still have the credit card to look at. And I have a few bills that happen. So here on the 18th, I have $6.99 for the bills. And here on the 21st, I had $2.99 and then $39.17. And I just realized I did not do the copay. I usually do that separate. So let's do both of these totals together. I will start with the copay, $9.09 and then $154. I don't know why I skipped that. That was $10.63. This was already paid, so I'm not going to talk about that anymore. And then bill. So I had $6.99 plus $2.99 plus $39.17. And that gives me $49.15 in bills that need to be paid, that are sitting on the credit card. So pay credit card is what we're looking for. So I'm going to take all these totals here, since they're all sitting on the credit card, come up with a number, and that is going to be the credit card payment that I'm going to make during Paycheck 3 time period, because I'm just going to let whatever cash I have in the bank account sit there until the new paycheck hits, and then between those, what's left of Paycheck 2 and all of Paycheck 3, I have enough money to kind of balance between the two, and we should be good to go. So let's get these totaled. $295.18 plus $91.37 plus $42.63 plus $30.65 plus $10.63 and $49.15. So that gives me $519.61. Now, I did leave on the credit card this $504.42. So it looks like between the two, I need to pay $1,024.03. That is for all spending. There we go. So now I know all that. I know what to pay the credit card. Of course, this matches the balance of my credit card, and we're good to go once that paycheck hits. Okay, so that's what I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video and this weekly check-in on how I track my spending and my bills and where all the money goes, and paying the credit card off every week, and when I can't, to make sure I keep tracking it, so when a time comes and I have the extra income, I pay it off and don't waste time and not pay it off. Because if you just delay it and just go, well, I'll just take care of it later, later never comes. That is what I always think of when I'm like, I'll deal with that later. Later never comes. It's always now, and you have to take care of it now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.